Right, we'll try the next one down. It's another algebra one.
So we are currently on the way to Billie Eilish. We left at, what time did we leave, Mum?
4.
Just before 4:30. We are now at a standstill.
To join the motorway from near our house.
Just joined the motorway from where we live, and it's down.
They're eating crisps and strawberries, not offering us any.
We are currently, what is it?
3 lanes are closed.
3 lanes are closed.
Normal traffic conditions are expected between 6:15 and 6:30.
6:15 and 6:30. We're basically going to be staying here until 6:15 or 6:30. I mean, we could not make this up. We already missed Dua Lipa because we forgot about the day, and the days got moved just quite a lot. So us being us, we had a lot on and we forgot. So this is our only concert we're going to this year, and I cannot miss Billie. We know how much I love Billie Eilish, and I can't believe that out of all the times we go on the motorway, this happens. All of the lanes are closed, the motorway's basically closed, and we can't move. So we're going to be staying here. We're going to make it either way, but we're going to be here for a very long time. Come along for the ride of being in traffic. Our plan for today was actually to come to Manchester. Come to Manchester early. I was like, Mum, let's make it a nice evening. Let's go out for some food. Let's, have a nice night. And of course, we literally couldn't make this up. This happened. So our plan was to go to maybe Wagamama's or like ZZ's or something. I love Wagamama's a lot. So I'm craving a Wagamama's, and I feel like at this point, we're going to be lucky. We're going to be lucky if we get a hot dog in the actual place. And I'm now going to have to sit here and type what food places are in the AO, because I have no clue. That's really weird, because I've never been to the AO, so I have no clue. The only place I've ever been is the O2 and the Brits, and we won't speak about that because I have no memory of the Brits. So I think the hot dog is the best option for tonight, which I'm gutted about because we're all dressed up and I was ready for Waggers. Fuming. Fuming.
Said lane closures, so they've obviously opened up a few lanes. I don't even know if they're right motorway. Yeah.
Bad dad.
Miles on here for
8.6 miles. What is it? We're here. No, what is it? We're here for a long time. No, what is that saying? We're here for a long time, not a... This is saying better than that. It's the fact it's raining and we're both in sandals. I'm wearing heel sandals. Mum's wearing her new Crocs. Please sponsor her in my eBay specials. But we love them, and we're gonna have wet feet. Love that for us. Just love it. Damn.
freaking traffic.
Look at me. She's driving. Oh, you look so cute. I actually really wish you was sat in the front now. We could have had some quality content in the front. I could have set up a tripod and we could have done a drive with me. Oh, for God's sake, we could have made the most of this. Mum's vision.
I'm not driving, by the way.
No, she's not
if anyone
driving.
Comes at me. I'm stationary.
Oh my God. You literally couldn't wait this up. But it isn't funny.
You guys, and I am loving the vibe in here. So let's keep it moving. You ready to have fun?
I haven't done that
I'll still keep it.
Jesus.
This one might actually fit me. Enough. Listen. Okay, wait, I have to explain this. So, for this next song, once again, we're all gonna be jumping around and dancing around the new time. And at one point in the song, I'm gonna ask everybody in here to get really low down. Say, 1, 2, 3. So everybody, this is my brother, Fools. Everyone can sit down if you would like. Take a breather. So, as most of you know, we make all of our music together, and the knowing that you used to change, she says, which is ironic because when I was, it is hot as a motherfucker in here. Relax. I'd like to take this moment of the show to make sure that we all like rejuvenate ourselves and like come back to square one. Relax and take a breath and get some water, go pee. You know, human shit. Human shit.
Hello. Why do I look like this? I am back from Billie Eilish. It is currently nearly 1:30 in the morning. But oh my god, let me give you a rundown of what really kind of went on tonight. I ended up just getting a bit kind of peed off with the situation. I guess the day not going to like what we hoped for, but as you would have known, we were actually planning to go to Manchester, and I wanted to like take my mum out for like some food, drinks, and then go to the concert and then go home. Even though I literally live not too far from Manchester city centre, I really wanted to kind of make it a cute day and leave early, go for some food. I was planning to either take my mum to Wagamama's. My mum has never been to the Wagamama's restaurant, so I was like, bitch, we're going. Because I love, if you know me, you know I love a Wagamama's. Considering we don't normally do stuff like that, I was like, let's make a day of it and have a girly day. Because we actually missed Dua Lipa. So we were meant to be seeing Dua Lipa a few weeks ago. Because of the amount of times Dua Lipa got cancelled for the past 2 years because of Rona, we basically forgot. I was gutted we missed Dua Lipa, so I was like, right, we're not missing another concert. I don't leave the house much. I mean, if you can't tell, I don't really leave the house much. I just don't have the energy anymore, and I love being in my own little bubble, which there's no shame in that. This was something that I was like, no, we're going to be doing this. Let's actually get dressed up, let's have some food, go to the concert. Vibes, basically. We left at 4:20. Now, the doors don't open until 6:30, but like the official concert starts at 7:30. See, with Billie or any artist, they have like guests until like 9:00, and then that's when the main artist comes on. So we had plenty of time in our heads to get food. We got straight onto the M62, and I'm not even kidding, we hit the absolute worst traffic. Now, it's not like a 20-minute traffic jam. This was a full-on car crash, upside down car. They actually were trying to close the motorway. Now, the motorway is how we get to where we want to go. We were literally at a standstill, so we were in the traffic. Like an hour and a half later, We finally got to Manchester, but we then got lost around Manchester but we had no clue where we were meant to park. I had already prepaid and booked, but for some reason, my car's sat nav takes us to like the wrong destination. It is the weirdest thing. My phone maps were saying one way. Obviously, I trust my phone a little bit more than the car sat nav. So after driving around Manchester city centre for like over half an hour to 45 minutes, we finally found the car park where we were meant to be going. Now, I will admit, it was one of them, it's not a dodgy car park, but it's one of them weird car parks that isn't really a car park. It's just kind of at the side of some buildings. Wouldn't really go as far as saying it's a proper car park. But obviously, with Billie being on, everywhere was manic. We finally park up, happy days, perfect. We get out of the car park and we have to now walk to the AO. As soon as I get onto the side path to walk and cross the road to get to the AO, which was like a little bit of a distance, I'm not even kidding when I say I couldn't even get out of the car park because there was no drop down curbs. In terms of paths, just walking to the AO was like something that I didn't even think was going to be a challenge. But oh my God, no drop downs coming out of the car park. And all the way up the street, there was no drop downs until you got to like the main like city bit. But we were like literally down some dodgy little side road, which meant I had to go on the road to basically get where I needed to go. Where we did actually finally get there. I will admit I wasn't a massive fan of the AO Arena, like going into it. It wasn't what I expected. I have been to Liverpool, like the arenas there, and they are absolutely incredible. They're very like on par to the London O2 one in Manchester, which was actually where I was going to go anyway for Dua Lipa, which I don't know, it just gave me really weird vibes, like an organised chaos. A lot was going on. Not many people could really help us. We weren't really helped very much. Like the odd person who was actually kind of helpful just felt like an organised chaos. Not many people were willing to like help or even know about like where a lift was. Simple things like that. It was just a challenge. We had like obviously they search us, they check our bags, totally like love that. I'm not even kidding. We go into the arena, find our seats, we go to the guy and say, we are like, I think ours was like 103. He then goes, he literally looks at our tickets, very, very confused, takes us all the way back out into the crowds of the arena itself to go up to this random guy, for him to turn us all the way back around, which is hard in a wheelchair, in the middle of like a massive crowd of hundreds of people, also trying to get into the main bit of the arena where they sit. I feel like they were the best seats we've had at a concert. So even though the venue wasn't my favourite, normally when you're in a wheelchair, you get put into obviously the wheelchair strip. So you're always next to people, which is fine, I'm not bothered. But this, it was next to like the VIP box. And we had our own little section that was like really cozy. We had a security guard outside of our little like section that was just tucked away in the corner, but we had the best view, like side but front on, so we were a lot closer than we could have got anyway. Definitely was so surprised with how good our seats were. That definitely like made me feel a bit better, and I was so made up with where we were. I could actually see the concert itself, like with Billie, was just incredible. I've only ever seen Billie once, and that was at Reading, and she was insane at Reading Festival. I absolutely loved her, and she was so good. The visuals, everything, like. And what I love about Billie is most artists always have like backup dancers and loads of like, you know, extra. Billie doesn't need that. She literally just performs on her own with her brother in the background and a drummer. That's it. Like, that's all she has. And behind her is like insane visuals, which I just love. Even though it was a little bit of a disaster at the start of it, the actual like concert itself was just incredible. Billie was insane. I've fallen in love with it even more than I'm already in love with her anyway. during the time she was on stage, she had little moments where like speak out loud and like check in on everybody. She just looked after everyone watching. It seemed to be like very personal, which I really like. I literally loved every minute of it. But yeah, I'm actually going to go bed because I'm so tired. I'm quite literally going to fall asleep. I'm going to take this makeup off and go to bed because I have quite literally, it's all of a sudden gone dark. I'm so excited just to go to bed and go sleep. And I'm literally living on about 4 hours sleep because my body hates me at the minute. So go sleep and dream of Billie Eilish.